walk by, measured in clean at a quarter ton. Made the Oval Office just fit for one, or he can't squeeze nothing past William Howard Taft. Oh, William Howard Taft got himself stuck in the back of the Secret Service and the police. Prime out with a tub of grease. He had a steak dinner for the king of Spain, but nobody got to eat a thing, cause you can't sneak nothing past William Howard Taft.
Apparently he's been on for 20 minutes. He hasn't told me a thing. I was waiting for 9:05 Eastern. You know why? Because that's the proper time to start a show. Hey, everybody. It's hashtag WrestlePals, your weekly dose of... No, that's stupid. It's kind of dumb. But that's okay. Hi, everybody. I'm hashtag WrestlePal Nate. I'm fine. How are you? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I hope that clears up. An ointment will really, Enough of that. Hey, look over there. It's hashtag WrestlePal Justin.
That's me.
Hey, he can talk now. Holy crap. Hi, Justin.
Hello.
How are you?
Frozen.
Are you slowly thawing? Should I, like, breathe hot air at you? I don't think you want this. Or just go like this.
All I need is...
And all of a sudden the brood music kicks in.
My life. That's it.
Oh, boy.
It's really all I need.
Is she on TV yet? Jesus.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, not yet.
Maybe she retired and nobody told you.
No, she's definitely setting something up.
They're not mentioning her though, right? She hasn't been talked about in months at this point.
Other than the draft. No.
Are you sure she's still alive?
Yes.
Okay.
She tweeted earlier.
Like, what name could they re-debut her as to make you really just like, I'm done?
It's got nothing to do with her name.
Mm-hmm. What if she came back Bertha Faye Jr.?
Okay.
Complete with Harvey Whippleman.
All right.
Is Harvey Whippleman still around? Or Downtown Bruno? So. His voice kept getting lower as the years went on. Like, you don't expect that voice from that dude. It's terrifying and awful. I didn't just burp in the microphone. That was me just... Sorry. Sorry, everybody. I deserve better than this.
It has nothing to do with her name.
Oh. Okay. What does it have to do with, Justin?
Her. Gianna, the woman behind Liv Morgan, is what I care for.
Oh, Justin.
You see this? Live Through Hell?
Oh, she's posting something?
Well, a fan painted her.
I saw she's been Twitter dark with the whole black this and black that and nothing posted, nothing positive, just kind of taking shots every once in a while, being relatively cryptic. as you know, as much as cryptic as you can be on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
You can be cryptic, but usually people just think you're kind of, eh. But she's playing a character. She's allowed to be cryptic, and that's fine. And then all of a sudden, she has like her picture back, right?
No, not yet.
I thought I saw her posting the other day. She had a picture of her just like doing the doing the legs up, tongue out thing in the ring there.
No.
No?
No.
Is she still dark?
Yes.
Oh boy, I'm sorry, Justin. She's not coming back. When's her contract up?
I just want to slide up in them DMs and be like, "Hey, girl,
Like,
what's up?"
I don't think she's coming back to wrestling.
Yes, she is.
How long she been out?
July?
July. And what month is it now?
October.
July.
You're not math good.
September. Wait, there's another one in there. What if she's what if she pulling the whole Ronda Rousey, and she never really said she was leaving, but she's leaving and starting a whole family.
No.
She's married. She has 2 kids right now.
Nope.
Yep. One is 2.
Nope.
One is 2. One is 7. A little farther apart than she wanted, but in these last 4 months, she's gotten a whole family. Still support her?
Yes.
Very good. So, just curious.
We're meant to be together, Nathan.
Oh, for God's sake. No, you look, I'm fine with the support. This is where we start. This makes me feel better. Hey, Justin.
Uh-huh.
I barely survived last week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was it because Jimmy Jacobs?
Blew my mind. Blew my mind. Like, anytime you start a show, not even a show,
See,
but
Chris is onto something. Since she's not busy with being on TV, get live on WrestlePals. Somebody should tweet that to her.
I think she's busy starting a family. She's starting a small business. She's starting a children's party business. She owns a couple of bounce houses now, and she makes little sweet cones. You know those little like pastry bags so they fill with candy. It's great. It's a cottage industry. It's doing very well. The children of Jersey, you know what they have? Birthdays. You know what they need on birthdays?
Oh, look at you, Joey Ryan.
Bounce houses.
World's second favorite band for Joey Ryan.
What's the number 1?
REM.
Bassmasters. It's Unc Al and the Painfully Mediocre. That's his favorite band. Wait, no, is that mine? I forget sometimes.
I don't know.
You haven't seen Unc Al live, have you?
No.
You should.
God, I can't wait to talk about Tropical Pirates.
Oh my God.
We've got so much to do.
No, we have just a slathering, just big open mouth kiss to give to an organization, and I haven't gotten a chance to do this in a while. And I was ready to try to do it with AEW, and it's like, oh, all right, you're doing shows, cool. I constantly want to do this with WWE, but it's like, oh, okay. A new era has it though. And then anytime something else pops up, it's like I'm ready to just love and embrace. Tropical Pirates.
So it's week 3 of NWA Powerrr.
Oh, is that the official pronunciation?
Mm-hmm.
Powerrr.
Well, see, it's just a logo that has 3 R's.
I know, right? I'm confused, though.
It's great.
It is great. I like the mystery.
We talked a little bit about it last week after the interview, but we didn't really get to dive in. And actually, I don't think you had much chance to watch it yet, had you?
I hadn't, but I'm fully and completely all in. Wait, no, that's copywritten. I'm full gears. No, that's copywritten. I'm hell in a cell in this. That's nobody owns that, right? I'm absolutely in on. And look, man, there's no reason I should like NWA Powerrr.
Right.
It's nothing about it is I'm spectacle guy. I'm legit a spectacle and give me some big ridiculous stuff. Hey, pyro's back, giant crazy entrances. None of that here, man.
No, but
if you haven't watched any of NWA Powerrr, it's an hour show. Comes out Tuesday nights. Or it gets
6:05 on the Superstation.
6:05 on the Superstation. That
understand.
Superstation is YouTube. Just search NWA for not the rap group from early. No, not the. It's another one. NWA.
The National Wrestling Alliance presents.
Dude. And they've got 3 episodes in. They're an hour long, and
they're tremendous.
It's simple, it's easy, and it's really good. I don't know what magic they're doing but it's like everything is played to strengths, and everything means something, and everybody believes.
You know what it's kind of like? Okay, so take away like the gimmick wrestling of the hardcore.
Mhm.
It's like a slick ECW
I could buy
playing
that.
to people's strengths.
Mhm.
Billy Corgan's been on record as saying, do you know how awesome it is to have guys like Eli Drake, Ken Anderson, and just be able to give them a live microphone and just go talk?
Yeah.
And that is part of what's so amazing about this.
Dude. Like, they don't have, like, a set roster. They
No.
don't have a lot of, like, exclusive people signed to it. But that's part of the beauty of it. It means you have people that can come in, go out. You can come in and have runs. You can come in for a one-off. And it doesn't take away from the flow of the show. I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like they benefit from having the less time,
Mm-hmm.
and they make the most of all of that time to make everything they do absolutely special.
Absolutely.
And you haven't seen like a whole lot of the same people over and over again. Even their champions, they kind of cycle out. They have time in. It reminds me a little bit more of like the NXT type booking,
Yeah.
except without too much top of card. And it's like everything. I don't know how you book a full card in the space of an hour of a week and make it feel big and huge and special, and like there's a ton more that isn't there. Meanwhile, what do you got? Like 8 dudes?
Yeah.
8 dudes. And and it makes the world feel big, makes it feel huge in a tiny studio. I have no idea how they're doing it. It's a weird magic trick. Everything about it it's I don't want to say low budget, because there is production on it.
Oh, absolutely.
And they're
yeah.
taking great care in their image, in their presentation,
yeah.
how they present themselves. And they're going for a very specific style, and I hadn't even thought of it as a style until they started promoting it as such. Studio wrestling.
Yeah.
You say studio wrestling, I'm immediately going to go like, no, nope, I don't want this. I didn't know I wanted it until they showed it to me, and then they're like, hey, that's what this is. And I'm like, what? This is great.
Well, you have jokingly mentioned it before we went on air. Southpaw.
Yes. As fun and amazing as Southpaw Regional Wrestling was, which was WWE dudes doing a spoof of 80s territory wrestling. And they found this lost tape. Oh, they're building up with weird garbage promos and ridiculous characters that can't possibly be, but we're going to go 100% as though they are, and we're going to commit to it. And that's the beauty of it, is they're committed to it regardless of how, even if the mustache is half off. You've got a mustache, and damn it, you're a banker, and you're going full force. Like, I'm jumping Jeff Farm. Besides the point. You watch the Southpaw Regional Wrestling, there's no wrestling on it, but it's everything that's great about that weird time period. You're taking that, and they do a masterful job of, they're giving you the words to define how you feel in a lot of the promos that they have in between there. They have this still real to us guy. Still real to us. Still real to me, damn it, dude.
Yep.
It is, and one of their little promo things. And he like wraps it up very perfectly, very succinctly. You're taking modern wrestlers, today's finest wrestlers, and they don't have to be, but they present it as such, and they're enough to make you believe it. And it's like you're traveling in time 30 years ago, and that sounds like it's supposed to be a negative. If anybody else says that, if anybody else in the modern era of wrestling says, we're going back 30 years, it's like, they're not talking about to a golden age. They're talking about to a time of, hey, here's a headlock takeover and a headlock for a while. Here we go. All right, we're going to do the one body slam and a pin. There we go. Done. Nah, man, they're taking the finest wrestlers from today and putting it in that weird 80s studio wrestling style. And it works amazingly well.
Absolutely.
Look back at, what are like the famous promos of all time, Justin? What are the famous promos? What do you always come back to? What are the ones that make you go, hey, yeah, this is the most important ones?
Well, I can't help that I'm custom made.
Exactly.
I can't help, but I'll tell you this.
What is the Winnipeg Arena going to be, Justin?
The Winnipeg Arena is going to be on fire.
Do you want to put your hand out and have them put their hand in yours? Why are those promos so good, Justin? Studio, tight, small. It's almost like you're at a revival, man. You're at a tent revival, and the preacher's up there just reaching out to each individual and touching them personally. and you're getting that on the studio level, and it's coming through the camera. I didn't think this would come through on the camera, but then you look at this, and then you look back. I'm seeing promos by people, and I can put them side by side with those old school ones. Why? Because they're in the same kind of setting, the same kind of format. Those are the ones that reach the most. Those are the ones that had the most personality, that came through the most. And, of course, and we were talking Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes. Holy hell. They're looked at as, but why? Why were they?
Personable.
They were given the time, they were given the space, and they were saying, here, go get over on you. Sell you as best you can. Sell your opponent as best you can. Make this seem important. Make it seem real. And make people care. And they did. Day in, day out. And that is no easy task. Nobody's saying, here's your script, go read it. Nobody's saying, here, hit these bullet points. Here's how this sequence of events is going to work out. We need you to say a couple things to piss this person off, and then they're going to charge in, and someone's going to attack you from... No, it's just promo. Just promo. That is amazing. Oh, there are attacks, too.
Yeah.
I care about people I don't... Like, if you would have asked me a month ago, hey, do you give a damn... Can I curse on them? Because they'll curse on that show every once in a while, and it's great. I don't... Like, I've heard of Josephus, and I've heard of the NWA pay-per-views. I didn't really care. I was like, okay, yeah, I've heard this name before. Guess what? I love Josephus. You know why? Because he's awful and great all at the same time. Apparently he has a snake. I don't know. I've never seen it. He had a bag of stuff. Who cares? I got to see Colt Cabana on my TV, Justin.
Yep.
That was great. I got to see Trevor Murdoch. Hasn't been around in a while. You know what he was treated as when he came in there? This is a former tag team champion, usually a tag team specialist, but he's here tonight in singles competition. He's not a slouch, not someone to be overlooked, and he's a real powerhouse. It's like, dude, I've loved Trevor Murdoch forever because he's my people.
Yes.
Just a big tough
He's
dude.
a big tough dude.
Just big tough dude, big barrel shaped fella.
Yeah.
But they treat him like they're not coming out like this Greek god physique here, because he's not. But it's like, wow, that's a tough dude. What are his strengths? He can take a beating, and he can give a beating.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
He can punch with the best of them.
Yes.
Yep, and that's what it is.
And then he punched people, and it was great.
Yep.
Oh, my God, Justin. But the promos are something special. And we've got some dudes on that show, and ladies as well, that I think they've just been begging for this opportunity forever. Where have they ever gotten a chance for this? Where can you get a chance to be like, hey, go get yourself over?
So let's specifically talk about the three who are really excelling. Eli Drake is the best.
I feel like maybe when they started this, Eli Drake may have been kind of an afterthought. Like, oh, he left Impact. Let's see if we can pick him up. He might be interested in here. You have stumbled upon some greatness. Eli Drake has always been amazing. He used to take over Impact. Why? Because he had a big enough personality to do so. And now you're saying, be you, be amazing. And guess what? He absolutely is. Excels. He was tailor-made for this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was good.
Yeah.
Who else is good? Who else is...
Ken Anderson.
Ken Anderson. Why was that? Why does this work?
Well beyond his prime, but God damn, he still has it.
Absolutely. You know why? Big personality. This, you can be a little bit of an a-hole. I'm not trying to, I mean, I know that's his thing, but be you and be personable. It's almost like you don't get into this business if you're a shrinking violet, if you're overly shy, if you're not capable of turning it on. And this is a place that people are being rewarded for turning it on. It's amazing. Like, I wouldn't expect to be excited for Ken Anderson. I heard him and it's like, oh, hey, he did the thing with the microphone. Oh, yeah, this guy. Nope. He's a big personality.
Yeah.
And an amazing talent. Fun to watch.
And Nathan? Perhaps the best so far that isn't Eli Drake?
Oh.
Aaron Stevens.
Okay. Look.
Don't look at me. No eye contact.
Has anything ever been just more ridiculous than this? And he came out in the weird, pirate garb. He went to Spirit of Halloween, and he paid the $15 for the garbage costume. And he put it on and said, no, I wear this now. He came out there, and I was like, well, this is exciting. I wonder what he's going to do. And it's like, is he going to fall back? No, he's talking like he's just a dude. And that was week 1. And then week 2, Hey, here's what I've been doing. And then it's like, oh boy, he's just going downhill. He's back. He's back. And he's getting to be him. He's getting to be him. You haven't even, you can go down the list of literally everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ricky Starks. I have no idea who he was before this.
I know, right?
I know who he is now.
Yeah, Stroke Daddy?
What? Who? Like, okay. I guess I may act a little funny, but I'm counting your money. All right, look, you're doing the rhymes. Good. And you know what? Sounded confident.
Yeah.
I believed him.
Yeah.
I believe in a moment he was Stroke Daddy. that seemed a little bit
you
like
feel comfortable
no,
saying?
It seemed like he went backstage. He's like, what the hell did I just say? I said all the things I said, and then I got all excited, and I said Stroke Daddy. Now I got to be Stroke Daddy?
Did he have a stroke?
I have no. Oh, my God. No, he did not.
Oh, okay.
He did not. Dude, and I see this, and you know what? And I see guys like Caleb Connolly getting...
Yeah.
They're like 2 weeks in a row, amazing showings.
You know what's
getting
great?
to look good. And I hope he gets to talk. And what?
You know what's great about Caleb Conley being on the show?
What's that?
Probably means Zane Riley isn't too far behind.
Dude.
Zane Riley rules.
You know, there's a lot of opportunity there all of a sudden for a lot of amazing people to go and show how amazing they can be in this setting. It's that weird bridge of gap between indies where people have to you have to command a crowd or you're going to lose them, and then it's awful and terrible. And then between that and a television production, and they're, oh my God, so good. Like, dude, week 1 was Tim Storm.
Yeah. Perfect storm.
I didn't, we had talked about this. We had talked about Tim Storm, I don't know, a year ago or whatever, when he was on and we were like, oh, this old man with a, you know who made me care? NWA Powerrr.
Yeah.
They give him a mic, let him talk for a minute.
Yeah.
And I cared. God, he just sounds so sincere and genuine and old school. And then they talk him up like he's a tank and a powerhouse. And you know what I believe? He's a tank and a powerhouse. It's amazing.
And like there's the story they're setting up with him and Eli Drake can go either way. Like they just do become a legit team, or Eli Drake can just be an asshole and turn on him, or Tim Storm can be the asshole. And
this is something that's just been amazing as well, is there are no definitive good and bad. There are levels of gray, and each individual person has their each individual personalities and motivations. You can't tell me who's necessarily a good guy and a bad guy, except the Dawsons.
Right.
You know why? Because they're a-holes.
They're the worst. It's great.
Yes, exactly. But you know what they're being told? You guys get to be the worst. You guys are the worst. Nobody's going to be worse than you, so you got to be the worst. So be the worst. And they're like, okay. And then they're the worst. Then they're the worst. Dude, everybody that comes on there has immediate respect for wrestling, respect for their opponent, and respect for the arena, and absolute...
The Winnipeg Arena's going to be on fire.
Absolute and complete reverence for the championships. They're all treated like a big, huge deal. They're throwing around 10 pounds of gold. I love hearing that said with reverence and it being treated as such. Now, you could see an individual promo if a year ago Nick Aldis is defending somewhere. He makes it feel like a big deal because he seems credible, but you don't know much about him. You may get one promo, and it's like, oh, okay, well, that's the NWA title. That's a thing. We're getting to see him carry it, and it's good.
You know what else I love about that? Oh, of course.
Hello, me. How are you?
Thought I had turned that off.
Should. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Because the chat isn't working correctly. It did not work, but that's okay. What were we talking about?
The reverence for every aspect of it, each other as a competitor, and the championships.
You know what? You mentioned all this and like literally carrying it. Like, first of all, dressed to the nines.
Absolutely.
Looks the part. In like carrying. Like I always love when they cradle the championship.
Oh, yeah.
I love, like Shawn Michaels used to do it with the Intercontinental Championship.
It looks
Ric
good.
Flair. Yeah, it
looks really good.
It does. And he feels like the champion. Like he's the world's champion.
Yeah.
Did you see he challenged Punk?
What?
He challenged Punk.
All right.
He said, all these other places, you could go there. Or,
You could challenge for the real heavyweights title. The real heavyweights title.
Yeah. The real world's champion.
The real world's championship.
605 on the super station, you understand.
Oh my God, Justin. Every match has been something glorious. And let's just the arc of Tim Storm. Comes in, he's the old guard. It's his last chance at a championship. He's not gonna win. He's got the crowd behind him. They're chanting for his mother, for Christ's sake.
Yes.
And then
Mama Storm.
And then again, he's going in. He's the face. He's the good guy. You're cheering for this old dude. You want him to get that one more win. You want him to get back on top. He can do it. And you have faith in him. And then in the match, he has to resort to like a low blow because he's willing to pull out all the stops. That little bit of gray area. He's not fully good guy. This isn't cartoons where everybody's good and bad. Everybody has their relationships with each other individual, making the universe feel big. Is the universe copywritten? Making the
Powerverse.
The power. Oh. Copyright that. Make him pay us money. I don't know if they have it.
Hey, Mr. Corrigan.
No, that's fine.
I should reach out to him and see if he wants to be on the show. Talk power.
Sure. Why not?
He's super happy about it.
Dude, as well he should be.
Right?
As well he should. Like, when he bought it, we were like, all right.
Well,
I hope he can do something with it. I don't know what he can really do.
Well, yeah.
He found the thing to do with it.
Well, it's funny because
just wake up your neighbors.
Well,
wrestling's okay again.
I think we're far enough away from my neighbors, but
he gets serious for a minute.
So just before he bought NWA, he was doing Impact, and before that it was Resistance Pro, and I guess our Pro was kind of like NWA is, only obviously there's the history behind NWA. So, like, it's nice to see the combination essentially of both is what's happened here.
Yeah.
He's combined everything he's learned and he's thrown it back to what he liked when he was a kid.
And he's not wrong.
He's not.
And he's definitely learned. He's learned from what a new promotion needs to be with Resistance. And he's learned television production and how to present by years of watching, years of being a fan, and being involved in Impact towards its end before its new era.
Before it became Impact, because he was there when it was still TNA.
And then he took history and said, this is important, and it's up to us to make it important again.
I think the biggest thing here is, and you kind of brushed on it there, is NWA is different. Impact is different. ROH may be on the way, maybe on the low end, but it's different. There's just ROH's problem is there's nobody I want to watch there right now.
Right.
That's got nothing to do with like their presentation. I think the presentation's fine. I'm just not sold on any of their people.
We've seen them show NWA before. We've seen them show New Japan. And you're like, oh, this is great. Oh, all right. I don't care no more.
They re-signed Matt Taven. Matt Taven.
I want to say it like that all the time, too, and I feel rude saying it. It's terrible.
Bob Rude. All that being said, Dynamite is just kind of... I don't want to call it WWE light because that's not fair either, but it's not there yet.
They're playing the same game.
Yeah.
It's not there yet.
I think they'll be fine. We talked about that, too. I think they'll be fine. It's just I don't care yet. I really, I'm trying really hard, and no.
It's just not hitting. And you know what? Maybe it's not for us. I don't know who it's for. I don't know what market it's trying to reach or what it's trying to do.
Did we say this
on? It just hasn't hit for me either yet.
Did we say this on air or not? Because I feel like this is important. It feels like an elite choice of that word, purposeful, an elite club that they don't want us to join. Us specifically. They keep saying it's for everyone. But it's for everyone but you. That's what it feels like every time I see anything about it.
Does it feel like it's trying to be exclusive?
Yes. To like the hardcore.
I guess.
Which is there a big enough audience?
Are they trying to reach the disenfranchised?
See, and that's what I thought it was. is they were trying to reach the people who tapped out after the Attitude Era.
Uh-huh.
But I think it's just the unhappy WWE fans they're trying to tap into.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that's a positive way to build. Or if they can brew some positivity out of that level of negativity, fantastic. Make something good out of nothing. I'm all for it. But it just hadn't hit for me yet either. There've been matches where I've been like, I'd like to see that, and then it's like, I'm also not going to go out of my way for that.
You do need to watch NWA. It is top notch.
Another thing about NWA, I'm going to call back to it all night. Accessible as all get out, man.
Yeah.
YouTube makes it easy,
Mm-hmm.
and they've got fine sponsors that are carrying them through the. I don't know if you've gotten your tire iron yet, have you?
No.
I haven't either, man.
Pizza, though. Got pizza, though.
How about waffles?
Waffles, yes.
Waffle and tire irons.
Waffles and tire irons.
Like, do you?
Well, they go perfect together, really.
I can't think of like when I think of the passions in my life, just emptiness and dead inside.
Waffles,
Oh yeah, waffles and
tire irons.
are they gold plated?
Sure.
Absolutely. then yeah, I'm okay with this. Oh dear God. Okay. Just nobody's necessarily all the way good. Nobody's necessarily all the way bad there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to see development of characters. And when somebody does something, it can legitimately be a surprise because they can kind of go either way.
Mm-hmm.
They're not completely neutral, and they're not completely one way or the other. And you mentioned Eli Drake coming out, and Tim Storm looks like he's about to retire.
Yeah.
And Eli Drake kind of talks him out of it. And in doing so, they never say, "Hey, don't quit." It's "Hey, look at the history you have." Or this might have been Aldous saying this to him. Look at the history you've had. Your name is on this.
No, that was Eli this week.
Look at who you're in and just to see this weird little smile like creep on Tim Storm's face, and that made Tim Storm a big deal.
Yeah.
A year ago when he was mentioned, it's like, oh, they gave it to some old dude. He's not an old dude. He's amazing. I've been retrained and taught that. NWA Power has taught me that Tim Storm is amazing, and that Eli Drake has respect for him, or maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
We don't know yet.
But I care to see where it goes.
Yeah.
I want to see what they do.
Well, and this is a nice way to transition them out of the World Championship conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what Eli Drake is doing, keeping him busy flawlessly. Like
having somewhere to go.
Yep.
He has somewhere to go. And in doing so, it's like, that. Yeah, the championship's the main thing. And they've got James Storm with the national title, and he's kind of said this is kind of a stepping stone. You know, that might be his place right now. This is a stepping stone to get up to the I want to be number one contender for the heavyweights championship. If that's how they want to use that title, that's perfectly fine. Eli Drake is talking with Tim Storm after Tim Storm looks like he's about to retire.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, there's that national title, and hey, those tag team titles are amazing.
Yeah.
He made me care about all three of the men's titles.
Well, and then in the first week, Eli Drake comes out and actually it may have been week 2, confronts James Storm.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Hey, man, don't lose sight. You have that national championship right there.
Mm-hmm.
That means you're next in line."
Yeah.
Elevating that championship, like making it mean something bigger than it is.
And yeah, it puts it in a greater context and puts himself in the conversation as well.
Yeah.
So good. And all it's taken is for these wrestlers in their promos to not say, "I'm the best and you're a piece of garbage."
Right.
They say, "You're really good, but I'm going to get you."
Yeah.
Just they're building up their competitors.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, the entire thing is lifted, except for the Dawsons. Because you need a piece of garbage.
God, they're the
and
worst.
we got two of them. You know
It rules.
Yeah, but you know what's something that made me very happy about them? They're wrestling against Eli Drake and Tim Storm, and they defeat Eli Drake and Tim Storm. You know why? Because they're a tag team, and they did tag team stuff. A miscommunication between Eli Drake and Tim Storm, and then this devastating tag team maneuver, which I don't care how good your singles wrestler is, can't compete with a tag team at the top of their game.
It's true.
The Dawsons are not at the top of wrestling, but you know what? They're damn fine competitors as far as NWA Power goes. That's so good. They're so awful. I like them. I had no idea who they were like 3 weeks ago.
Same.
Hey. Who dares have the guts to give Eddie Kingston a
Oh
microphone.
my God. Probably my favorite thing.
Dude. And
Because he's fired up.
even
Always.
he's always been like that.
Yeah.
Always been like that. But he's always been like looked at as a wild card. They just almost feel like he's been weirdly overlooked. Like, we don't want to put faith in this dude. We don't want to give him any sort of. The only way a place I've seen him have like tons of traction was like Chikara.
Mm-hmm.
But Chikara is like as G-rated and family friendly as you get. You know what Eddie Kingston did while he was there? He beed amazing. That doesn't work. Hold on, I can rephrase this. He was amazing while he was there, and he fit the style. It was great, and it's great to see him kind of unchained. And you know what he does while he's there? He builds respect for everything while he's there, while being an awful monster. And he's an awful monster. But he's cursing, and all I'm looking at, I'll gouge your effing eyes out. And all I see is this child in the front row. And it's just, the child's just like, what? Gouge what? And then Jim Cornette, can't say that. It's like, oh my God. But Eddie Kingston, even when he's incensed, and he's interrupting the beginning of the show, he comes out and he apologizes to Jim Cornette. I'm sorry, I have to do this. Respect for the show as well. This show's it has its format. It's great. And even the commentators like, this is a fluid environment. We don't necessarily know what's going to happen, but this is what has to happen now. Oh my God, build the excitement for it. Jeez. Dude.
Trying to see what other notes I have here real quick.
As far as NWA?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got one for you.
Yeah.
I want those lapel pins that all the announced teams and interviewers have. And what's his name? Joe Galley?
Yeah, I think.
The interviewer, the Edward R. Murrow award-winning investigative journalist. How great is he? You're supposed to like he's an interviewer, and you're supposed to be like, of course, you like him. But he's been badgering poor Nick Aldis. And you go from one week going, Nick Aldis has accidentally hit Camille, and now he's like preventing her from talking. And then he's saying, don't badger me about this. And damn Joe Galley just like, I hope that's his name, badgers Nick Aldis. Let's Camille. And so he's like, fine, let's Camille talk. And Camille.
Stonewalls.
Stone-faced, just completely. And it was great. Who's the good guy, Justin? I don't know. Who's the bad guy? I don't know. Who's watching? Me.
Mm-hmm.
Me.
Damn right.
It's so good.
It is really good. I want to go to Atlanta and go to a taping.
Justin, I got to see Colt Cabana on TV.
Yeah.
I got to see Colt Cabana pretend to be James Storm. Puts the hat on, tries opening the beer with his mouth. It's like, oh, I was like, oh, it made me hurt. And then he got salted in the eyes. And goddamn Jim Cornette over there, like, oh, it's burning my eyes over here, selling the garbage powder. It's so great. Awful Josephus. And James Storm comes out and super kicks everybody, and then he sets up the super kick Colt Cabana, who's blinded. Ken Anderson making the save, making you believe in the team.
And something else for down the line. It's just constantly setting something else up.
I want to see Colt Cabana versus Josephus. I want to see James Storm versus Josephus. I want to see Colt Cabana versus James Storm. I want to see Ken Anderson just yell at people. I'm excited.
And you want to see Tropical Pirates.
Okay, look. Aaron Stevens, formerly known as, forget that. His name's Aaron Stevens.
Yeah.
That's who he is. He came out, he introduced himself one week, and he gave you that little reminder like, hey, I'm that guy. But I'm doing things now, and this is me now. Aaron Stevens, here's my name. I'm starring in a movie, probably. Just when you think, hey, they're very serious, they can't do silly. Hot damn if we don't get some silly. Look, even in his former personas, he gave me a little bit of that Lanny Poffo vibe. This feels exactly like the genius Lanny Poffo, and I enjoy the hell out of it. It's really, really good. Simple things. Don't make eye contact with me. Starts as a simple request, respectfully. Yes, and and then the crowd just like, look at me, look at me. Gave them something to hate, gave them something to seize on, gave him something to say silence to. And he did.
So the great thing about where Aaron Stevens is right now, it's all the best things you liked about Sandow, right? It's all the best things about Sandow, and it's what Aaron Rex could have and should have been in TNA.
Right.
Just let loose and go. I think they gave him that one promo on TNA, like at the beginning when he first got there.
Right.
where he kind of spoke from the heart, and then it went all downhill from there.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, he knew exactly what he wanted to do here.
And he's going to do it.
Oh, he's going to do it.
It's so stupid.
It's great.
And you know what? 100% committed to it.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody's going to come and give him a comeuppance. And it's going to be great. Also, I'm looking forward to Tropical Pirates. He gave it. It was a movie preview for a movie that he's going to be in because he's a Hollywood actor, Justin. He's been honing another craft. It was terrible. I liked it so much. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, it's obviously like a little, either a toy boat or like an aquarium decoration.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so bad, and I liked it. Justin,
mm-hmm.
How many of those commercials do you think are real? I wanted
Austin Idol, and that's it.
So
Killer.
That was week 1. What was it? Week 3. Killer. Hey, apparently this line killed. Go with it. Killer. We're applying to that wrestling school, Justin.
Hello, Brooke.
It's ridiculous. It's great.
It is.
And then, slipping in the real, hey, here's some DVD sales because those are important for companies.
Yeah.
Made it feel natural, though, because you watched that and you were like, oh, yeah, that was a thing. Maybe. Probably not gonna, but maybe. And then it's like, I was rewarded with delightfully awful fake commercials. What was the last one with the bald lady? What did she say she was? I got distracted and I got scared. And then she started talking nonsense. And then there was subtitles. And at one point, the subtitles just went to question marks. I was like, I don't know what the text and fonts are that they're using, but it feels straight out of the 80s, but updated for a modern era. She's talking nonsense. The mother sky and father dirt making brother mountain do the thing. And also, I have hair, but it's got an invisible cream on it. So do I have hair or do I not? You don't know. Get this stuff. No way to buy it, but here it is. Who are you? And when she appears...
Who's the mark?
And when she appears, I'm going to enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
remember Who's the Mark?
No. What was this?
It was a promo for somebody coming up. Promo package. Who's the question mark?
Jesus. Oh yeah, it had a little promo for Thunder Rosa too.
Yeah.
I gave a damn.
Yep.
It was simple. It wasn't the super high end production. It wasn't the weird AEW. What was that dude who's fighting dudes in a parking lot? Not that one. Or parking garage. Yeah, exactly. No, this was like what a unique look. And the women's wrestling has been fun too.
Allison Kay, we mentioned earlier, she's the women's champion. And the first week, no, it was the second week, she had a match. And she comes over immediately, gets on the mic, and is like, hey, you, over here. The girl she just beat.
As Ashley Fox. I've seen her in Chikara. She's great too. And they said in the match, hey, they're friends. Or they're friends outside of this, but man, it's getting heated in this ring.
But she brings her over and she's like, "You got a great future. You're probably going to be a champ someday, but not on my watch." Essentially, hey, you're great, just not good enough to beat me.
But not as good as me. Building up who you just defeated, making them look good, while making yourself look even better.
We also saw Marty Bell this week.
Yes, that was a treat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't remember who she was with. We're going to get opportunity to see a lot.
A lot of faces we've probably never seen before.
Yeah, a lot of faces we haven't seen before, and some that we have seen and we're going to be rewarded for.
I'm pretty, because like a guy like Bo Crockett, I could see working there.
The Bo Show.
Yeah. I mean, he's injured right now. He's going to be out for a while, but I could see him working there. I
could see a lot of dudes that we've seen working there. There's no reason not to.
Hell yeah.
a lot of people we've seen. And again, they've only got an hour a week. But still, it seems like the opportunity's there. I don't know why that's more exciting to me. There's some magic that they've bottled, man. Well, and it's on that show. And I watched episode 1 and I liked it. And I was like, cool, anybody can have a good debut episode. Mm-hmm. Episode 2 and it was good. And then episode 3 is like, you're onto something and you're building.
So, the biggest thing is, and we've said it all along, you have to be different. You have to be different.
Playing to those strengths, man.
You have to be different. And this is different. We haven't even gotten to this part yet, and I think it might be my favorite part. There's no theme songs. It's different. Like the first time you notice it, it's kind of jarring.
It was remarkably jarring for me, because we've been over before. Some of my favorite stuff is the spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've been groomed to enjoy, and that's what I do enjoy. Not a theme one. Not a theme one. But you know what we get instead? This tight, packed audience who gives a damn, giving a visceral reaction one way or the other for whoever comes out. Tim Storm comes out, answering to saying that he's going to be Eli Drake's partner. Thunderous applause. They're excited. They're happy for him. Those damn Dawsons come out. Oh, boo, boo.
The worst.
Eddie Kingston comes out, psyched energy. Like, oh my God, this is a volatile situation. What could happen? Anything. And it's playing off that live crowd. And I'm not missing the theme music because they're going right into it.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking out a lot of that, so it's not taking up a lot of time. There's nothing worse than like a WWE thing is like already in the ring, so and so. It's like, cool, I've just missed their entrance. I'm conditioned to want that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm conditioned to have that be a part of what I look forward to. If you put in one of the WWE 2K games, it's like, you know, the part everybody skips the entrances. No, I want to watch them because they're fun. Then it gets to the matches. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
What's funny is I don't remember when this was. It would have been, we were talking about, like Raw was in a real down slope or something, and we were talking about things that they could change. And I kind of thrown out the idea of, what if they didn't have entrances? And we were both like, I don't know.
It doesn't.
But here it is in practice.
It doesn't fit the WWE stuff because they're quick.
Mm-hmm.
They're quick and they're there. I mean, I wish the ring announcer would amp up just a tad. I feel like sometimes it's just like, and I said that name and I said this one. Here we go. But maybe that'll work. Maybe I'll be conditioned to accept that. Maybe I'll be excited by a very blocky text graphic. It looks like it was copied and pasted off of a news group and just put on the screen, and it makes me happy. Here's the results. Here's the results in your CompuServe news group from 19. Who gives a damn? This one's the champion. You could tell because of the brackets around the C. What are you doing?
It's great. It is freaking great.
Simple and good. And every week, apparently, Cornette is getting dirtier and dirtier. This week, he made a reference to somebody's testicles being hammered to a step stool, and another one about something else on a gold tooth. I was like, hey, easy. I was like, it's toned down for Cornette.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, calm down.
And I can say that.
He's not making a big deal about it. That's been another thing. It hasn't felt like the Cornette show.
Yeah. He just feels like a part of it.
You could feel his influence all over it, but he's not trying to be the show.
Mm-hmm.
He wants a show. He doesn't want to be the show. And as a result, he feels bigger and more important. Damn it, made me love Jim Cornette.
I won't go that far.
All right.
He's still very problematic, but...
well, yes. But in this role, he's really good. And sweet lapel pin. What do we have to do to get NWA Power lapel pins?
Just message Corgan immediately.
Yes, I want a lapel pin. I'm gonna need a lapel, Justin.
They do have shirts, T-shirts. I
Do
know,
they have
I'm just
lapel
saying.
pins?
I don't
do
know
these shirts
yet.
have lapels?
No.
Okay, how do you spell lapel?
Lapel?
That can't be right.
Okay. So, look, all we're saying is Power is well worth your time. It's easy to find. Watch an episode tonight, watch another one tomorrow, watch the third one Friday. You'll be all caught up, ready to go 605 on the Super Station next Tuesday. Do it. That's all I can say about it. Do it. It's worth your time.
They've only got 3 hours of programming, and I'm more excited over it than months of other programming elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We briefly mentioned this. So Bound for Glory was this Sunday. And here's the thing I've said a lot on this show, and I want to reiterate this point. Mm-hmm. Every time I actually pay attention to Impact and actually watch it, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that it is so far out of my periph right now. Like, I hate that I don't have time for it. Because I've got Raw, SmackDown, NXT is already eating up 7 hours.
Yeah.
So I've already just getting the second hour of NXT lost 205 Live.
Yeah.
I don't have time for it anymore. I lost NXT UK, which I was already barely able to keep up with.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's NWA Power, which I'm watching that.
That is my number 1 hour of the week.
Yeah.
Like I can let Raw and SmackDown go, and give me some highlights. I don't need to invest that 3 hours at this one. As far
I may drop Raw.
as far as what I'm willing to watch, man. Like Power is number 1 right now, and then NXT is number 2, and that's my 2 and 3 hour. Then after that is going to be whatever's happening on SmackDown, and then maybe some Raw stuff, and then give me some clips from AEW, give me some results, see if there's anything that catches my interest, and then down below that is Impact. And
Unfortunately, even though I think Impact is the better show.
and they're working hard to beat.
Yeah.
They're working hard to beat, and they're striving even in the midst of like losing people.
Yeah.
Like in a moment, there was a moment where it was like the entire company felt like it was Eli Drake and Scarlett Bordeaux, and then they're both gone.
Yeah.
And guess what? Company's doing just fine.
They're doing just fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Killer Cross thing is resolved or if it's still on the outs. But I saw something from him recently where he posted like somebody was trying to interview him and like he cornered him and like just this super awesome intense promo. It was great. But so Impact making waves, they signed Joey Ryan, which is big news.
Yeah.
And
The so big, so strong.
and he came out and said, "Hey, look, it just was right, and they're gonna let me be me. So like, why would I not?"
That's important.
Yeah,
I think he addressed that before even being questioned, because I'm sure that was going to be the first question. Is like, "Hey, you're taking your dick with you?" To which he was like, "Yeah, the things that's the thing I do. Probably going to do it."
yeah,
Please don't cut that clip out for later. Did you? Sorry, everybody.
because he figured that was probably not going to happen in NXT.
No, God,
It definitely wouldn't happen on Raw or SmackDown
No.
if he got to skip NXT.
Old Skip.
I get the feeling he probably wasn't going to be able to do that on Dynamite either. On TNT,
I don't know, man.
probably not.
I don't know.
I get a feeling that was probably what the holdup was. Why wouldn't he go there immediately? Why would he pass them and go to Impact?
You feel like he'd have that connection.
Yeah.
It seems like he's right in that wheelhouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. He's probably also a little more secure because he's got a name for himself enough. He doesn't need to jump on a boat immediately as it's passing by.
Part of it
He's
is
like, I'll get to the next one.
part of it is probably exclusive contracts, which I think AEW has. They probably wanted him exclusive, and in Impact he's getting to work his dates still.
Good.
So Ryan gets offered a contract. He signs the Impact. Kylie Ray joins Impact.
Yeah.
Speculation afoot there, which we can't get into because it's unsubstantiated. I can't find anything on it.
We could say the one fact: she seems to be the lone wrestler who was with AEW that said very quickly, "All right, this isn't for me. Gotta go."
Yeah.
And she immediately found another home and big old wacky Pokemon entrance. What's up?
Yeah.
Leaping and smiling.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, because it was said to be, the rumor mill said injury, and then it was mental illness, and then, I mean, to me, neither of those seem legit. If she's already she already asked for it, been granted her release, disappeared for all of
a minute.
It was a couple months at that, like double or nothing, I think, right?
She started a family. She has a 2-year-old, a 7-year-old.
Are 2 and 7 just your numbers? Like, what is that? Is that the
yes
27?
No, they had the one child, and then it's like they tried for a little bit, and it just kind of never worked out. And then they considered adopting, and then there was an accident. All of a sudden, they got a 2-year-old. Right. It's like they'd given up. It's like, you know what, single child, is doing good, well adjusted, 5 years old. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, right.
Oh shit! Here's another one. Oh no. Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm
Sorry.
glad she's happy,
Yeah.
and
I hope she's in a place where she's treated well and respected, and she enjoys being there and has no cause to want to leave.
all I hope is that that rumor is not true,
Yeah.
and I hope I don't have to report on what that rumor is, because again, I can't dig up anything on it, so
Right.
not even going to mention what it is.
Right. We've danced around it more than we could have even talked about it.
Yeah,
So, man, people, dudes, be good.
yeah. Please
Yeah.
don't be jerks. So there's that. Again, Impact had their big Bound for Glory. It seems to have done really well.
Mhm.
I hate that it's so far on my outs.
I want to be able to. I'd like to be able to jump in on it, but YouTube with NWA and the product that they're putting out and how tight it is, I'm very in on it.
Yeah.
It's very easy, very accessible. Impact still doing Twitch.
I don't know if they do. They're on Access now on Tuesdays, but that doesn't do anything
Yeah,
for
that
me.
doesn't do anything for me. Unless it's on demand somewhere and somewhere in a service where I've already paid for it and it's accessible to me, I'm gonna have trouble seeking it out.
Well-
You've added that extra layer. Like, you know what an organization I'd love to catch up on and bring them up all the time. I'd love to catch up on Chikara.
Yeah, really.
I can't. I haven't put out the extra money for the Chikaratopia for the on demand stuff. It hasn't. It's an extra step, and that.
Yeah.
And I hate that keeps me away from something. But the more accessible something is, the more likely it is I'm going to check it out. The easier it is to check it out, the more likely it is you're going to retain me as a viewer. How that translates into money, I don't know. I want it to translate into money for you. I want to be able to support if and when and where I can. But let me be excited being a champion of your cause as well at the same time. If I can't see you, I can't vouch.
Yeah,
And Impact kind of gets stuck in there, and like ROH is the bottom of that. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell to find them, dude.
well, and that's what's going on with Dynamite for me too. Like, not only the fact that I just wasn't sold on it, but I would still watch it if I could find it.
I'm happy you're on TNT and you're on the network and you feel good and it's cool and you're trying to make some appointment television. Guess what? I don't
make appointments.
I don't watch Raw and SmackDown as appointments either. I don't like doing that anymore. Times have changed, and I want to watch when I want to watch. I want to try to be as close to live as possible, but I also want to watch in a way that's convenient for me. And I'm sorry.
I watch NXT usually either Friday just before SmackDown
Right.
or sometime over the weekend.
Yeah.
Because I can.
It's odd because I remember when the network started up, and I was like, "Yeah, well, this would be fun for pay-per-views, but I'm not going to go watch other shows.
I know, right?
That's ridiculous. Not going to do that. Who gives a damn about it if it's not live and action happening right now that you can tune into? Oh yeah, me, quite a bit, quite much so. I'll throw on WrestleMania 9 in a moment.
God damn it.
It's a show technically.
It exists.
It
it's
does.
there.
It
you can push
does.
play on it.
I did.
Yeah, I know.
I just that Razor Ramon Bob Backlund classic. It was good.
It's no Nitro from 1999. Tell you that.
This is what we're watching, by the way. Terrible. Because it's easy and it's accessible because it's on a format that I've already purchased into.
Yeah.
For other reasons. And it's hard to find that sweet spot. And I want every company to be able to have some sort of a streaming thing and to be able to make a lot of money, to be able to reinvest into their product and bring in talent and treat them well and reward them for the amazing work that they do. At the same time, one extra step is enough to deter me.
Absolutely.
I hate that. I hate that about myself, but that doesn't make it not true.
I don't have cable, so I automatically can't.
Bragging.
I automatically can't watch Dynamite. I can't watch TNT.
That's where I'm at too, man. We have cut cords.
I have a way because I'm still able to watch Raw every week. I could do the same way, but we're doing this show when it's on, so
Yeah.
it's like I can watch NXT later. It's funny, like watching like the debate about ratings because both Dynamite and NXT, their ratings are slipping, like a little bit every week.
Okay.
But I don't know.
I don't know that ratings mean what they used to mean.
First of all,
Yeah.
right, and second of all, NXT is on demand like 2 days later. I'm pretty sure those numbers that are being reported don't include whatever network numbers. Now, is it 500,000 people. Nah, probably not,
Uh-huh.
but probably still enough to make the race a lot closer.
And honestly, I don't know that I need the race, man.
Get sling. Ellie says get sling. What's sling?
It's an extra step, is what it is, Justin. Or I see
I've
that.
heard of this sling.
Or I see where it's like. I'd love to be able to jump on like the YouTube TV. That seems to be pretty good as far as jumping in a lot of these shows. But at the same time, it's like cost is a little up there, and it's an extra step. And you got to give me a lot of reward and sell me on it before I'll jump on it, and that'll get me in on a number of things. But at the same time, not doing that right yet. I'm at a point where I can say I can miss it. I can try to find it later. I'll find enough of it later. I'll find what I'm interested in later, as opposed to oh my God, I have to watch it as soon as possible, if not live. And wrestling doesn't quite do that to me anymore. I don't feel as much of a need to have to be there live, unless it's a pay-per-view. And even then, not so much. That's starting to slip on me, and I don't know why, except for Crown Jewel. I'll be 100% in it. Because what am I doing at 12:15 on a Friday? Thursday?
Yeah.
I'm at work. Screw that.
No, it's funny. Oh, new tweet from Liv. I've learned to love the pain. It makes me feel alive.
All right. Calm down. She got a picture up for her profile, or is it just dark? I would have sworn. So maybe she had retweeted somebody. Maybe I'm completely off base.
Slide maybe DMs or something.
Go ahead.
Just tell her how much I love her.
I hope you get stuck on red. That's what you do.
Well, no, she still hasn't read the last one I sent, which is a bummer.
Oh God, even worse.
A month. But I mean, she's just not.
She's just getting piles and piles of them.
From whom? She doesn't follow that many people to get that many DMs.
All right, then she just doesn't like you. Is that what you wanted?
Untrue.
I tried to protect your feelings.
That is definitely not true. You'll never sell me on the fact she does not like me. You will never sell me on that. She likes me, and probably a lot more now, because look at this face.
Huh?
Look at me.
Oh, God, what's happening? What is wrong and or right with you?
Behold.
Feast your eyes? Copywritten. Bask in your glory? Nope, taken. I don't know what his hands are doing. I don't know what Keith Lee's hands are doing, but I'm a big fan of it.
Fucking rules, man.
He's got like one in, and like, what's the other one doing? Hold on.
I don't know.
Hey, almost like he's flagging down a waiter, dude.
I think it's just a fist.
You know what? You know what? I just want compilations of Keith Lee just knocking stuff out of the air. Like I saw one clip of him, Darby Allin's coffin drop, just bloop. It's just,
dude.
He just does nothing but bloop everybody.
Sorry to knock you off.
Do it.
Your topic.
Go.
Do you see what's happening on NXT tonight? So the 4 Horsemen women, Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke, are taking on Team Kick. Dakota Kai and Tegan Knox, who both just came back, by the way.
Oh, they gotta wreck ass, aren't they?
Guess who wins? Or, I mean, guess what happens with the winner?
What happens?
They get a shot at the Kabuki Warriors.
Ooh. Yeah. When and where? NXT television?
I don't know. Probably.
Pre-show?
Probably NXT
Pre-show
television.
for No, it's not going to be Crown Jewel. Jesus.
I would guess it's probably NXT television. But I don't care.
Hey, have you seen any rumors about another Women's Evolution pay-per-view
I have not.
circling around?
Because that would have been coming up.
Yeah.
It happened in October.
Okay. It's like,
it's a real bummer.
Hey, Crown Jewel, wait, we like girls. Okay, cool. Don't cut that out either.
Hey, Mr. Simpson.
Just, I haven't heard rumblings for it, but I think I think it might have been Becky that shot it down. I was like, hey, how about we just do this when it feels organic, when the storylines are so good that this is necessitated.
Yeah.
She said it far more succinctly and probably a little more badass, far more intimidating. That's for damn sure. Coming from me, it's like, all right, fat man, please, could you?
She's right though. Like, it would have. Yeah, that was a bummer.
Feels contrived if you just do it to do it. Like Hell in a Cell.
Yeah. Ellie says no women on Monday, and that was a bummer, and it's because of Crown Jewel. Now, Raw was good. They had 3 solid matches, which is more than usual. I mean, usually it's like 1 good match, 2 okay ones maybe, and just whatever filler.
How much faith do they have in Humberto?
A great effing deal, apparently.
Dude.
Yeah.
They let him wear his Power Ranger suit. He got to wear his costume.
Wrestled the Universal Champion in his first match on Raw.
For a long time.
Yeah.
And did well.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're looking at him as another, like, hey, it's like, uh-oh, we got to look around real quick. We need another Rey Mysterio because those are good, right? Meanwhile, Rey's like, my arm's hurt.
Right over here, man.
I'm going to hold this microphone with my hurt arm, though, and move it around a whole lot, but my arm's hurt. This arm right here hurt real bad. Ow. Back to you, Kane not that one. Sorry.
I'm not necessarily looking forward to Crown Jewel, but
I'm looking forward to it a lot more than I was last year's.
They built a decent little card there.
Yeah, you bastards. How dare you? How dare you make me go, this should be interesting. Like what we've got the Team Hogan versus Team Flair for no reason. We're getting some good dudes on first of all, Team Flair is like, all right, these dudes again. So happy to see Drew McIntyre back. Oh shit, they're doing that again with him. All right, pair him with the lads because cool. I hope Drew turns just like, I like fighting bad dudes now. Just all I want. That's all I want, man. But and then Team Hogan is interesting.
Yeah.
Ali.
Yeah.
First of all, I loved Ali's tweet of, hey, here's a real American and Hulk Hogan. That's cool, man.
Top notch.
That's good. Very good. Shorty G.
I'm with it.
Yeah. It gets him on the television. And he's like, I'll cut a promo on anything. What do you want me to be? I'm a little teapot. God damn it. I'm short. I'm stout. But you better watch out. Tip me over. Don't do that. Break your leg. Arr. Suplexes.
Ali, Shorty G. Roman Reigns is the captain.
Okay. This makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the other two on
Rusev. I'm not a huge fan of this, but he's over.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you? First of all, Rusev does not need to win me over. Rusev is fantastic. I hope to God this Bobby Lashley feud ends in one match. And Rusev just beats the ever-living just tar out of him, destroys him, and then is like, I'm good. I'm going to go be my own man for a while now. And that's it. And we just get Rusev being handsome and stuff. He can keep the mustache. I'm fine with this. Rusev did something amazing, Justin.
Somebody tell Liv that I love her.
Rusev stopped the what chant.
Mm-hmm. He's a Hall of Famer. Show some respect.
Because they're doing it to Jerry Lawler. And I felt hurt because Rusev just says, hey, man, come on. He's a Hall of Famer. And
they stopped.
And the crowd was like, oh, man, we're sorry. All right, well, listen, I'm sorry. You're right. He has done. We should really pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, Rusev. Carry on, please. No, please. We want to hear now. And then they did. They sat and listened.
Speaking of WWE on Fox's Twitter.
Oh, for God's sake. Enlighten me on WWE Fox Twitter thing.
So they said, hey, it's 2019. Can we stop with the what chants?
Please tell me the vast majority of garbage fans on Twitter immediately replied with, what?
What?
Exactly. Of course they did.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a feeling that Twitter account's just like, it's time to bait the trolls. Let's put them out. Let's draw them out. Let's just spread them out real good. Here they are. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. They're hungry. Look at them go. Get out of here, you little bit. Tune in. Tune in. Fridays at 8.
You know why else?
Not on the goddamn Superstation.
Superstation. Understand?
Not on the Superstation.
You know why else I like that Twitter account?
Why's that?
So they asked, who won the draft?
Oh.
And Liv retweeted with Liv. And their response, fair.
Fair.
Because she's right. Liv won the draft.
Liv get drafted?
Yes.
Oh, did she?
Yes.
So she's still a wrestler?
Yes.
It's weird. 2 kids. You figure she'd take
the absolute steal of the draft.
Who'd you go to?
Raw.
She already,
No, she was on. Wait,
I don't give a shit about it.
she was on SmackDown.
I had like pictures up of the of the draft
Pictures?
stuff, and it's like,
It's still
let's let it
this
shake
long.
out for a little bit. I want to see some. I want to see some legitimate delineation between the rosters, and then I'll worry
Well,
about
so
being
far
excited.
so good.
Yeah. Then we're gonna go do Crown Jewel,
Yeah.
and then hopefully after that, I don't know, man. I don't know what's on the horizon. Are they still gonna do cross-brand stuff? Are they gonna do unique pay-per-views? Are they gonna let people meet up at these pay-per-views every once in a while? Maybe have some inter-brand matchups.
I honestly wish they'd go back to what they were doing in 2016, only fine-tune that.
What's that? What do they do?
So they were doing the 2 pay-per-views a month,
Yeah.
one for Raw, one for SmackDown.
Yeah.
Well, instead of that, 1 pay-per-view a month, but just for example, November will be Survivor Series. December would be Raw.
Mhm.
January would be Royal Rumble. February would be SmackDown, so on and so forth. Big 4 would be dual branded.
Of course. I don't know. Big
5.
They got a lot of shows they want to do.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to do them yet. There's a whole lot that has not yet been shaken out. One thing has been shaken out as far as the brand delineation. Eric Bischoff.
Yeah.
Did he ever go to work? How many checks did he get? I hope he got a
He
ton
was
of
there
them.
for like three months,
Uh-huh.
I think.
I hope he got some checks. Was like, I'm good.
I think on 83 weeks he went into it, which so I haven't heard it yet. But if I had to guess,
Yeah.
he just didn't want to work the schedule. They wanted more from him. He didn't want to give it.
And that's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly fine. But I really hope it's on his own terms. Like, I hope he just like called in sick. Like every Friday, it's like, hey boss, I don't think I could get him in today. I'm feeling a little sick. I don't want to get anybody else sick. I feel the most responsible thing for me to do is to stay home. And then he just hangs up the phone, and just Vince McMahon looks confused. It's just like, where'd that voice come from? Hello? Oh my
We
god.
also need to talk about last week. Seth burned down the Firefly Funhouse. I'm going to be on the road this week for SmackDown, and that bums me out because the Firefly Funhouse is going to be on SmackDown.
I heard Fox doesn't like the Firefly Funhouse.
You know what's funny?
Huh?
WWE on Fox on Twitter
Oh,
said, "Hey, I thought we didn't like that."
good for them.
Yeah.
I hope they just went into like Wendy's corporate and said, "We want your Twitter guy. give you're mine now," and takes them like you are ours. We want you to build our brand and crap on the other brand that's also the same company. Have at you now. Go. And then I hope a WWE on Fox Twitter account is just literally just nothing but promoting spicy nuggets. And you know what? I'd follow.
10 of 10 would follow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see how that plays out because on Twitter, after Seth burned down the Funhouse, Bray goes, "Hey man, like I forgive you. You know, I'm a man of forgiveness." Which, by the way, I loved. Why are you doing this to me, Seth? God, that was great. God, that was amazing.
He's so weirdly put upon.
Yeah. Why are you doing this? Well, because it was the Fiend who beat him up. It's the Fiend who's been messing with him. Bray's innocent.
Mm-hmm.
Bray didn't do nothing.
He's a wholesome man. Or part of one. I'm not sure.
Let's have some frozen peas.
You goddamn. See, you get excited now. It's like you have trouble getting through it. You hurry through. Frozen peas. Frozen peas.
Wholesome Undertaker makes me happy.
Wholesome Undertaker makes you happy. I understand it does.
But
Help me find my keys. I am going to take a ride to the store. I'm going to go to Cracker Barrel.
he would go to Cracker Barrel.
No shit.
So
Close the place down. It'd be great.
so the Firefly Funhouse gets burned. He goes, "Hey, I forgive you. But by the way, how did you find it?" I'm hoping
Thank you.
that it was all in Seth's head. Because obviously, if it's coming back, it didn't get burned down.
Mm-hmm.
That won't real.
Look,
The Fiend is in Seth's head.
if anybody could turn something around, it's going to be Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
That being said, you got a lot of turning to do. You got to This ship is going fast, and you got to go back over there. You left your luggage. And you got to do it by Crown Jewel. And you got to have something definitive on Crown Jewel. Also, Seth has probably got to win.
Yeah, I don't know how they get out of that.
Yeah, because also the Fiend is over on SmackDown. You can't take the Universal Championship over there, or can you?
I mean,
and then
I can't see Fox giving up Brock.
No, but who the hell knows? This draft is a far way off from being shaken out. I hope it settles down soon, but damn, they got a lot of moving around yet to do yet.
Yeah.
I have no idea who's where yet. I should know who's where. The only people I know for sure on who's where are like Street Profits, because they had a big match saying, hey, we're here on Raw. Boom. And it's amazing.
KO. They called themselves the Smoke Show.
Ridiculous.
Like, yeah, that's not going to stick.
You see the after Raw interview with the three of them?
Yeah, that's why they called themselves the Smoke Show.
Kevin Owens saying, I like you guys. I might not even turn on you.
Great.
And Montez Ford just reacts like it's the only thing in the world. He's, yeah! And Dawkins takes a second, and then he's with it.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Spectacular. Well, he just said that.
Times
You got to come up with a
infinity.
different one.
Times infinity. He didn't have anything. He's like, shh. What would 6-year-old me do? Times infinity. And that's the right answer. What would a 6-year-old do? That's what you do.
Yep.
And make it work. And believe it 100%. That's all you got to do. All you got to do. Oh, my God. You got more stuff you need and or want to hit on?
No, I don't think so. I think we covered everything that's important.
I wanted to give a big wet mouth kiss to NWA Powerrr, and I believe we did.
Yeah.
We gave more coverage than they've had show. And you know what? They deserve it.
Absolutely.
Check them out. It's fun stuff, and it's accessible. When you're ready for it, hey, it'll be ready for you.
Mm-hmm.
A couple other small things to cover.
Do you need the?
You got one more thing?
No.
Okay.
Do you need that? It's the long one.
No, I don't need that. Jesus.
They're telling us we have to go.
Oh my God. Okay. I got a couple small ones. Not necessarily even blind items. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Go.
Orton teasing Elite in everything he does, just saying Elite, and his contract's up next year. What does that mean? Probably nothing. He's just having fun because he's Randy Orton and he enjoys poking people. People seem kind of excited for Tyson Fury. He seems like he's capable in the ring.
All right.
And Braun has shown that he can wrestle. We might get a wrestling match out of these two
behemoths.
I don't know that they're human, man. They're not quite PCO, but, hey, who is?
He's not human.
And you mentioned the Nick Aldis baiting CM Punk, who I get a feeling CM Punk right now in the mood to be baited.
In a recent interview, somebody asked him what it would take, and he said a really big bag.
There you go. Fanny pack?
Maybe.
I don't know what he's into. And that's my happy one. I'm going to save that one for the end. 2K20 came out. There's a hashtag trending. Fix 2K20. Check it out. Oh boy! Like, you got a new company and some that forced production schedule. You have to make a date. Also, we don't have the people that can do this remotely well. What do we got? Oh boy! Ain't stuff that's gonna be fixed in a patch. I'm enjoying the chaos. I'm glad I haven't purchased. Give it a month or two when it's available for like $10.
Yep.
I might pick it up just to see how much I can break it. Kind of exciting.
Well, really,
there's a lot of posseing up to do in the meantime.
Yeah. But the main thing I always get is the updated rosters. Like, that's the one thing I look forward to the most.
Yeah, but when their face is on their ass, or they're walking around the ring on their knees, while one of them is glitching the ropes out and making a perfect sine wave as they're launched into the atmosphere.
I still have 19 that I haven't played very much of. So
I know, right? You haven't even gotten a chance to delve into it. All of a sudden, here's the next one, and it's not nearly as good. Everybody's saying the graphics are a step down, gameplay's a step down, it's more simplified, and a lot of people not happy. And, once the internet starts getting unhappy, all of a sudden everybody jumps on and everyone's unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
Such is the way of things. But I don't want to leave on that negativity,
Can
Justin.
Of
course.
Drop one last thing before that, though.
Yeah.
Damian Priest rules. I never cared much for Punishment Martinez. But he's fallen right into what this character is, the Archer of Infamy, and it's working out really well in the ring. The whole presentation, like the way he looks, the theme music, I'm going to do this, and then the thing's going to light on fire. It all works. Big things are coming for Damian Priest.
Some people thrive on that, man. We give them the extra presentation that adds to what they are. Yeah, he definitely sounds like he's thriving on that.
Yeah.
Very good. A dude that's worked hard and earned it, man.
Oh, absolutely. And then
he's a dude you've heard of forever and ever and been like, oh, yeah, I've heard of that dude.
And then he's worked here. Like, he worked for Fusion a bunch. But big, huge match with Pete Dunne. And he gets the win.
Yeah.
Bad dude fashion.
Yeah.
Stop dodge. I like it.
Happy news.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could trump you in one happier.
Okay.
Street Profits. Ending Raw. Montez Ford does one of the most daring things I've ever seen. I'm not talking about a maneuver in the ring.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Montez Ford grabbed the baby.
Mm-hmm.
He grabbed the woman's baby. I don't know about you, but when I steal a random baby from a random woman, usually the baby cries and screams, and the lady is like very upset and usually starts attacking and or calling for authorities.
Ball.
What's that?
They take off with your left ball.
So it's a risk grabbing a baby. Montez Ford grabs this baby and says, "Hello, baby," and the baby's like, "Yay!" And the mom's like, "Yay!" And Montez Ford's just like, I've made a baby happy. And now that's his profile picture on Twitter. So he puts out a post every day that says God is great or God is good. And I just see that pop up. And it's like, it's not quite hashtag you the best, but it's getting there. And especially when you got a little happy baby picture up there.
Mm-hmm.
He made that little baby picture as a profile thing. Hell of a risk, grabbing a baby.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen it pay off before. Montez Ford grabbed the baby successfully.
Did you see?
I wonder if he gave it back.
WWE on Fox, again, their Twitter said, hey, this is like everything.
Good for them. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's wrestling, yo. That baby and that mommy's happy, and I'm excited for happy baby.
And then Owens retweets with something like, yeah, I love the guy too.
Just happy Owens.
Yeah, and then somebody comments to that, replies to that, I don't know, man, bring baby vent, and Owens basically called him garbage. Get out of here, garbage.
Beat it. Good.
Beat it, trash.
It's ridiculous.
You piece of trash.
Montez Ford made a baby happy.
Yeah. Look at him.
Making memories, making impressions. Hell of a debut. Oh. What?
I was off by like a third of a second.
It's okay.
And it hurts me so bad.
Hey, everybody. We're hashtag WrestlePals.
This theme's gone.
I know, right?
I like it.
We're going to steal it. Yeah. It's like, what is this? We can steal some other old themes. Hey, where's Brutus Beefcake sing? I can't be this happy, Justin. You have to stop it. Hey, everybody, with hashtag WrestlePals. If you dig us, dig what we do. The best way to support, patreon.com/ohhijustin. OHHI Justin. It gets you this show, it supports this show, and it supports every wacky thing that this crazy madman is up to. This includes... What's some of the other shows? Yeah, hold on. Deprogram, the finest music show on the internet. Your music show, a very intermittent but still damn good show. And the After School... Is it officially titled the After School Podcast at this point?
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic. He's just interviewing children.
Children.
They're 2 and 7. No? I'm off a little bit.
Yes.
Just a little bit. Go ahead and support that. Patreon.com/ohhijustin. If you want to bounce off the show here, Facebook.com/WrestlePalsVA. When the chat breaks, as it is prone to do, The default is Facebook. So if you can't catch us elsewhere, catch us there. We love bouncing off you. We love seeing your comments. We love seeing the participation. And when we're at a loss for words, which
Often.
happens, we're happy to have somebody to play with. Come play with us. WrestlePals VA on the Facebook. If if you want to see the back catalog of the show, there we go. YouTube, search for #WrestlePals. Spell it out #WrestlePals. You can go back, see how wrong we are on literally everything. Or if you just want to look at Justin's handsome face or my lack of hair. I got the hair off, Justin. It's been a few months. I feel so good. It's so cold. It's so cold. So cold. If you don't look at our ugly mugs, perfectly understandable. Anywhere you can get a podcast, you can get #WrestlePals. You can just get a still picture of Justin or DM him on Twitter. He'll send you a picture. Fully clothed. Probably.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I would never do that.
Definitely, probably. If you want to reach out to it's tasteful. It's tasteful.
Tasteful nudes.
Like strawberries. If you want to reach out to the show, WrestlePals VA on Twitter. Or if you want to reach out to us individually. At the Hulkster on Twitter. That's legit. At the Hulkster. That's him. It's been him forever.
Followed by Liv Morgan.
Uh-huh. Weird, huh?
She loves me.
If you want to get in touch with me, at the Nate Project on Twitter, I do see the tweets. They make me feel remarkably uncomfortable, as many have in the past. Sometimes I'll reply, sometimes I'll like them, just to acknowledge them. But they will always be seen, and they always make me feel weird. So if that's what you're into... Also, twitch.tv/ohijustin14.
That's the one.
Give it a follow. You got Amazon Prime? Throw your Twitch Prime follow his away. Would you?
Be cool.
Damn it. It'd be cool if you did. That's right. Holy hell. Is that all the cells?
Yes.
Also, go listen to Jimmy Jacobs' podcast. He'll blow your mind. And if you ever get a chance to talk to him, he'll tell you that you're going to die.
Yes.
So, that happens. What's up? All right. I gotta get the hell out of here. I've got work in 4 hours. I've got to work for 16.
All right.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Goddamn #WrestlePals.
No.
No, you can't.
No.
No!
Which one is it? Where is it? There it is. Jesus.
That's not it either.
I lost my keys and my little dog is bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'll take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words, AJ Styles. You know what you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.